Hi, folks, and welcome back to the Star Wars Library, where Star Wars is in print. And today we're going to be talking about 3 issues from the Marvel Star Wars series. And we are going to be still in our lovely trade of A Long Time Ago, our Far, Far Away, Volume 7 is what we're in. And we're going to be talking about a couple issues today. We're going to be talking about 104 through 106. So the first one here is 104, this issue here, and this one is called Nagais and Dolls by Mary Jo Duffy. Issue number 105 is called The Party's Over. This one's also by Mary Jo Duffy, and the sixth one is also by Mary Jo Duffy, and it's called My Hiromi. Some odd titles here, I guess. But so basically, this is the point in the Marvel Star Wars series where we have these 3 issues, and then we have 107, which at the time is the last issue in this series. And it's starting to get very hokey, very silly. It's just hurting at this point. I mean, you can definitely tell that the whole Star Wars, people are kind of starting to lose interest in it, or at least it seems like the creative people who are doing this stuff are. The series also at this point has now gone to a bi-weekly, bi-monthly period of release time, which is not a good sign. If a series is now going to be coming out every other month, they're either trying to keep it going for as long as possible without having to put too much effort in. And usually that is the signal to the end of a comic book series. So we're getting very close to the dark times of Star Wars. So basically, here's the thing. I mean, Nagais and Dolls, it's a dumb title. I mean, it is just a bizarre, weird. I've made it no secret in this show that, near the end, I really didn't really like the art. It's very weird, like, like they're screaming like, nothing can stop us now. If you ever ridden the Disney World ride, the new one at Hollywood Studios, Mickey and Minnie are like, nothing can stop us now. That's now what I think of every time I hear that phrase. It's just this goofy story. They're like swinging on chandeliers. They're doing all these different things. It's just, like I said, it's just bizarre. 105, Luke convinces the Hiromi to form an alliance to fight the Toph. And so they're kind of the new villains at this point. They're in the kitchen, like doing all this, and Luke is trying to convince them on what to do. So they're kind of the Toph are kind of the new bad guys. They're kind of like these swashbuckler looking guys here. And it's basically, rather than the Empire and calling them the Remnant, or, the First Order or something. It's basically it's calling them something along those lines. I don't know. It's whatever. I mean, and then 106, Luke and Hiromi defeat the Toph, and so, like I said, I appreciate them trying to do something else other than the Empire in this thing. It's kind of nice because you're not just taking the Empire and calling them something different like the First Order. You're calling them, it's a completely different thing. So I appreciate that aspect, but it comes down to the end of this where we ask the essential question: is this an essential read for your Star Wars Expanded Universe reading? Yes, actually, as much as I'm not a huge fan of these 3 issues, they are, they're good for the Nogai invasion, or the Nagai invasion, pardon me. Unfortunately, the problem is that these last few comics from the Marvel series hit this big high with Lumaya, especially at the beginning of this trade. We see this amazing Luke Skywalker Lumaya duel. They hit this huge high note, and then it kind of starts to get, kind of starts to lose its energy. It's like it did a hard sprint with the Lumaya arc, and then, near the end of the Nagai and the end of its run, that's kind of when, maybe we should have jogged the whole time and not sprinted right out of the gates. At least, that's just how I see it. But, that's pretty much what it is. We're limping across the finish line, and unfortunately, I hate to say, but that's kind of how we ultimately are going to be ending the Marvel Star Wars series, at least at this point in our chronology. But folks, that is all the time I have for today. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and I will see you next time with another episode of the Star Wars Library.